Rocky Mountain High, they'll be calling you a radical. Rocky Mountain High, they'll be calling you a radical. See that little bit right up there? I'll tell a great story here, but first off, this is for the hardcore anti-nuclear activists, the real ones, not the brainwashers, the panty painters, the fakes. No. This is for the reality. At the Bounty House, at the old Earl, I'll tell a story, but first off, this is real important. Good news, good, bad, ugly. So you at San Onofre, this is important. This is important. Holtec went off on the well pedders and the greenwashers and the fake activists that have showed up. This is real important. Stay with me. These activists that showed up and rolled into town a few years ago, they're trying to block the process of unloading the waste and put it into the canisters, work for the nuclears. What do you think they have all the money? Look it up. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. No real anti-nuclear activist gets fucking jack. We don't get 5 cents. Greenpeace, Sierra Club, the sellout whores. Do not kid yourself. That's why Diablo Canyon's there. Diablo Canyon's there because of the Sierra Club. Fucking Wallace Stegner, the old Sierra Club here, fucking rolling over in his grave. If you think the Germans invented genocide, you know nothing. As I'm here on the street of blood, I've renamed Ogden Blood. The Bounty House right there, $25 for a child's ear, $50 for a man's, $100 for not just Shoshone, Chinese also. What did they do? So, blood. I've renamed this town. I've renamed Ogden Blood. I've renamed this street Blood. Right here, murder for hire gang. I worked right here when I was 17, 18 years old. So it's San Onofre. Now stay with me. Holtec went off on the well pedders yesterday. The well pedders trying to block this are not our friends. This stuff would have already been in those canisters. Then, look, we're going to, not could, we're going to. I've been working with Holtec. I've been working with PG&E. I've been working with CalEd. I've been working with them all from the beginning. And they're afraid of me, but they know I'm with Holtec on this. Holtec will tell you straight up. The American populace has refused to deal with this nuclear waste for fucking 50, 60 years. Fact, Jack. Let's walk across the street. Rocky Mountain High. Rocky Mountain High, this ain't Colorado. So, on this sacred, hallowed place, and I'll tell a story. This is important stuff, real important. So, got some good news out of DC. You know, we are the eyes and the ears. Filippo, Craig, the great activists that sacrifice so much of their time and do so much work on the longest peace vigil. We're anti-nuclear energy across from the White House. We are the eyes, we are the ears of everything. I get everything. So, the new Green Deal, it's being retooled, the lobbyists and the politicals, whatever. By the way, AOC, there's videos out there with her and I when she was just a young little pup. You know, at my anti-nuclear Fukushima rallies. You don't think I had an influence over her because she's smart as they get. I remember when I met her in her crowd, you know, at Washington Square. I was like, whoa. I remember I went back to the place in Brooklyn and I told the people I was staying with, I'm like, oh my God, did I just meet some firecrackers? So, they're consulting me. Now, they've been consulting me the whole time, but of course I don't get any money. I don't get any paid. So, they're asking me, so I'll probably go to DC here a little later, but they want me to help them out on how we're going to pull this off. No nuclear energy. No, zero. Fukushima, it's not clean, it's not green, it's the biggest lie in history. Fukushima, Chernobyl, fucking 3 Mile Island, I won't fucking stop there. Ohio, fucking yellow cake in your fucking school, fucking waste, fucking centrifuge process all over your fucking place. So, we got a lot of traction going there. And anybody who doesn't join on, the likes of Cory Booker, fucking, he signed on with the nuclear energy, Lisa Murkowski signed on. Talk about pre-Fukushima fucking mantra genre. You think you're going to be the next Barry Antoinette, Obama, or Abiy, fucking Trump, the pro-nuclear fucking queens. Rocky Mountain High, this ain't Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, this ain't fucking Colorado. John Denver on Monterey on the peninsula, fucking boom, fucking dead, fucking. That's what they do to the green movement, to the activists, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. They fucking destroy. First, they come for the craftsman. I can't fucking follow along with Kevin. Fucking teaching style. You got a keyboard? Fucking Google it. So, back to San Onofre. This is a big deal. These fuckers have got me so pissed off right now. You fake activists down there that show up Johnny come lately and blocking, they're funded by the nuclear industry. It's the same old thing. The well petters, arrest the well petters, arrest the well petters. All these wells, even they're coming up and saying they're enumerated, they're getting into fucking boat lanes. The tourism fucking boats are crashing into them. There's a 1,000-yard rule in Monterey Bay, in all the fucking harbors, in all the bays up and down the coast. Why will you not? Tourism economy, fuck, California will do anything. You could park your RV across the street from Diablo Canyon, $60. I'm not kidding, that's new. Fuck, the last few years, fucking, what's Diablo Canyon, fucking, TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. So the waste is San Onofre, stop blocking this process. Fucking Holtec's right, Holtec's fucking right. Fucking, let's get it off there. Fucking Texas says they want it, New Mexico, it's a hell of a lot better than on that beach. Fucking, it's the worst case scenario. Look, they've almost got it done. You guys keep balking it. It should have been done already. They're not our friend. It's 1,000, look, it's been that waste has been in those reactors and those spent fuel pools, TikTok, for 50 fucking years. Where were you then? Fucking Kevin Blanch. I'm the one that broke in there. I'm the one that snuck in. I'm the one that did all the work. I'm the one that friends with the fucking workers who've been irradiated while full of leukemia. I'm the one that leaked all that shit to the fucking internet, whether they were cheating on there when I was full of fucking cancer in a bone marrow transplant center. So, these are big, now, this is important. Stay with me. So, Fukushima, TEPCO's announced, this is the first time they've admitted this. They've admitted they stopped the water, putting the water, they blame on 1 and 3, which they've been on 1, 2, and 3. So what have they done? Anderson Cooper on fucking Andy Van Dyke, remember he was in Fukushima. Should we leave? Should we leave? Should we leave? The wind blew over the United States. Obama was flown out of the country. Chicago Bridge and Iron, GE, all of them were flown out of the fucking country. Why the plume came ours, fucking, we want you to know, fuck, the plume has not hit California. It's safe level, safe level, safe level. Let's just raise the limit. Gina McCarthy, Lisa Jackson, Scotty Pruitt, Abby Trump. You think this relationship with Abby and Trump's just coincidence? You're a fucking fool. Fucking, it's imperialism. They're back. Fucking, Ayatollah is asshole. What's that? 1979, Iran-Contra on Balco, which was right here in Ogden. Brent Scowcroft on chemo. Oh yeah, the Scowcroft Candy Building was right there. It just burnt down. Oh, who, what, huh? What's he talking about? National Security Advisor, Iran fucking Contra, fucking Bechtel's baby, Reagan. Fucking, this has been 40 years of American manufactured warism, nuclearism, fucking, right here, run right, all roads lead to fucking Blood, Utah. All roads, first they come for the Shoshone, I won't stop there, then the Chinese, slaughter and mass murder. So there was a bounty house right here. $25. So, when I was a kid, I worked for George Pappas right here. This was a vacant lot. This was the Earl, which was the biggest brothel in the world. There was a pay for fucking hire murder. That's all my plaster work up on the top. All that on the top. Fucking, I've restored every one of these buildings in the day. National Historical, they cheat. Of course, I got cancer. So, I'll tell you how bloody this place is. I was working, you could see the little corner of it right there. The whole wall, I plastered the whole wall when I was 18, 1979. The capitulation of the great socialist nation. 45 to 79, increasing nominal wage. You should have seen this place. Holy shit. Uniontown, American canned. Fucking Swift, slaughter fucking butchers. Oh, literally. Butchers. Bakers. I worked at White fucking Community Bakery because they don't hire these really hot, cute fucking girls. And, and fuck, I said, I'm getting a job. I was a dishwasher there. Whoa, those girls scared me. They still scare me. Fucking dangerous creatures. Fucking, all of it here. Fucking the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Right here. Uniontown from hell. Fucking rich, middle class had all the power. Fucking no inherited wealth, no monarchies. Fuck, I would have loved to see a monarch or a wannabe fucking try to show up in this town in the fucking day. They'd have literally sawed their fucking heads off, and I'm not kidding. Fucking, they used to shut down the whole country fucking here. So, I was plastering right here one morning. I walk around the building, there's a dead body laying right there. Whoa. So George gets the cops over here. He's still alive, by the way. He still owns most of this. The Street of Blood. He'd been beat to death with a hoe. They just come, throw his body in. This is daily fucking shit here. This has been going on since the day the street was here, since the day here. Blood still goes on, by the way. The El Borracho, the fucking ponchos, bullet holes in the walls. Now we have the tourism economy. Let's fucking put a fake facade over the fucking top, rewrite our fucking history. Trumpism, fucking Obamachism, fucking neo-fucking Nazi fascism, fucking the Bavarian Nazis, the Queen and her fucking Obama and Trump as a prince dies a baby, fucking cries, nude descending down staircase, dead purple fucking nude, found in another. Where's your crown? Where's your can? Where's your crown? Where's your crown? Should have had my crown. What's he talking about? He goes too fast for us. So, whoa. They just throw the body in, nothing. I mean, daily current too. So a few days later, my hole broke. I'm like, what the hell? My fucking hole broke. George was right over there, and it's like, where'd you use that one? It's still laying there. I used it for years. Whoa, talk about some fucking karma. Get the bad vibe out. Fucking, let's come do some fucking yoga. Externalize the fucking strife. Not internalize. Tattoos. Dog walkers on a fucking leash. Externalize the fucking strife. So there was an old Chinese restaurant here, the oldest, really old, and the old lady barely spoke English. Was in the say she was old, and I mean really old, 100 years like old. I would go, she would talk to me, and I was fascinated with all this history in this place. She's like, "Did you know about the bounty office right over there?" No. I know about the one in San Diego, the Aguirre house. I know that was a bounty office, and I know they sold children out of there. It was a slave. It was not an orphanage. It was slaves. She had the same one. She said was right there. She says the bounty office was right over there, and it was $25 for a child's ear, $50 for a man's, and $100 for a woman's. Not just Shoshone, slaughtering the Shoshone. I played in the wigwams here. The Great Marsh, Jim Bridger, Brownsville, Ogden, Blood. Chinese too. So the railroad ceremony here was so paramount as they rewrite history. But in San Diego, wake the fuck up. These fake activists that rolled into town with their hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, they came from Pennsylvania. They're fucking work. They're funded by the nuclear industry. That's exactly how it works. We call it false equivalency. We call it greenwashing. The well-petters, the greenwashers, the fucking hypocrites are not our friend. Then you have the right-wingers, American manufactured Jesus coming back, Jesus. I wish he'd hurry the fuck up. And I hope he wears a fucking mask, because this place is toxic. I thought Jesus was the crazed activist. Somebody said the other day, Jesus was a sheep herder, one of the native girls. I says, sheep herder after? I said he was a fucking carpenter. First they come for the craftsman. I won't stop there. Fascism America. So, the new Green Deal, this is important. No new deal. I fucking talked to him last night. They called me. So Craig called me, and they're like, well, they want you here. They're going to do a piece, whatever. And I said, well, it's all silent what I do because I'm too hot to handle. I just do all the fucking dirty work. But I'm okay. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. I'm okay. I'm okay. Rocky Mountain High. This ain't fucking Colorado, and I ain't fucking John Denver. No. Zappa, the fucking PB, fucking Mission Bay, fucking accomplished. The dynamic of San Onofre is setting the fucking table for the world. That shutdown is the fucking greatest accomplishment by activists in fucking history. Getting that waste off that fucking beach, getting into that dry cast, and getting it fucking out of there, that is priority number one. As Holtec will tell you, just what Kevin Blanche says. We're setting the fucking playbook to get rid of these godforsaken nightmares. So quit with you hypocrites. Fucking down by the refinery in Oyster Creek. Fucking get on Geffen Jock. Fucking have another fucking play. Fucking Bruce Springsteen. Born. Where's your fucking USA? Born in the fucking nuclear USA. This fucking built on blood. Nuclear energy. They have all the money, for we are few and they are many. They have all the money and we have poverty. Fucking, but thank you for everybody's historic work, but I got so many fucking irons in the fire, and I just keep on fighting. Do what I fucking do. You know, the summit of collapse. The fucking typos are fucking dead. Fucking the greenwashers, the PR firms, they're all over, and you fuckers go along with this great American experiment to fucking make a bunch of fucking Bavarian Nazis, the Queen's cousin, Putin, fucking Abiy, Trump, and their fucking dumb fucking puppets. Fucking, you trading your health for some fuckhead you never met's fucking wealth, not me. For the light, it got sight in me. Fucking, the fight goes on. Stop with the greenwashing. Stop with these fuckers. Grassroots, right? That's who we do it. And Kevin Blanche, winning ugly. Grassroots. Rocky Mountain High. This ain't fucking Colorado. This is Blood, Utah. Stay tuned.